Ang daming ni-release ng mga base products noong 2022 from different kinds of foundations like powder foundation, liquid, stick, to color correctors, primers, illuminators, and dami. So for this video, I am gonna be rating them from the worst to best. So dinivide ko yung video na to in 3 sections. So we have the worst, or actually I don't want to call it worst because parang ang bigat ng word na worst. Siguro ililabel ko na lang yung section na to as miss. So they didn't really hit the mark for me. These are the products na hindi ko na siya i-repurchase again. I'm glad I've tried them, but I don't see myself wearing them in the near future. The second section ay yung mga they're okay. I like them, but they kind of need some improvement. The final section, which is, eto na yung the best products for me. The products that I see myself repurchasing. The first product that I have here from the Miss category is yung Squad Cosmetics na Aqua Foundation. By the way, I'm in the shade M2. So actually, when they released this, na-impress ako kasi ang dami nilang shades na in-offer. They were able to cater naman from mestizas to deep morenas. However, mabilis siya mag-oil up. So my skin type is dry and I thought that dahil Aqua Foundation to, that it would suit my skin. And it did naman for a while, but then I would notice that I would oil up fast with this kind of foundation. I would rather choose yung You Can Face It liquid foundation ng Squad over this one. And you kind of have to skip on the next product as well because kakambal siya ng Squad na foundation. And that is their very own Aqua Conceal. Hindi ito Aqua Concealer. Conceal It concealer nila. But you know, tandem niya yung Aqua Foundation nila. But ayun nga, yung na-notice ko na ang bilis nila mag-oil up on the skin. Oh my gosh, next product is still from Squad Cosmetics. Nako, wag niyo akong targetin, Squad ha. So this is their serum blush, but it's not actually a blush, but a highlighter, a liquid highlighter. It's the liquid highlighter that you can mix with their blushes na na-release. The reason why I put this in the Miss category, it's actually mainly because of the packaging. Ang lala ng packaging, guys. It's in this mini glass bottle with an applicator na hard, stiff plastic. Like, I don't know why they chose this kind of applicator. It doesn't really do anything. It couldn't scoop out the product well from the component. And it's I don't know, it's a pretty useless applicator. I really like actually yung serum blush nila, especially yung shade na Mousse. I use it a lot. I would post it in my stories a lot. It's such a good nude shade on my lips. But yung issue ko lang talaga is how this product is packaged. And because of its packaging and applicator, I couldn't really experience the formula of the highlighter to its fullest potential. To break the streak of Squad Cosmetics, we have here from Vice Cosmetics. And I gotta say, guys, I love Vice Cosmetics products. Ang dami nila actually na-release ng mga base products last year. But one base product that didn't really make the cut for me is yung soft filter nila, translucent powder. If you're not careful, it leaves this thin film of powder on your face. Bothered ako, basta ganun, guys. Detail Cosmetics, so we have their Fresh Filter Foundation. Actually, nagustuhan ko naman yung formula ng foundation na to. I would much prefer this over the Squad Cosmetics Aqua Foundation because yung performance niya mas a little bit longer lasting siya compared sa Aqua Foundation. I also like how thin it is and easy to move upon application. Madami kayong blending time when it comes to this product. So I know ang dami kong sinabi na positive things about this product and I'm pretty sure you're wondering bakit ko siya nilagay sa Miss category. And it's just because this product is kind of forgettable. It's the kind of formula that I don't crave for. That my skin isn't just looking for it. And I have an issue when it comes to the Fresh Filter packaging because yung cap ng pump ay natatanggal siya. Moving on, we have the They're Okay sections. So they're the products that's just right in the middle. They're meh, but they're also good. So the first product that we have here is from Miss GRWM. And I have their quad palettes. I know they're not necessarily base, pero in-include ko na lang sila in this video. Actually, you know what? This is pretty good, yung blush nila. So I'm just gonna put it here in the side. It's actually a good product. So I have here with me their bronzer. I actually really like yung bronzer nila. I also like how the packaging is structured. Gustong-gusto ko yung bronzer nila because it comes in 4 shades. So makikater talaga yung mestizas to light morenas, tan, and deep morenas. But my issue with the bronzers and even the contours is that kahit nakarami na ako ng dunk on the pan, upon application on the face, ang konti talaga ng color na nalalagay on the face. Hindi ko gets kasi usually yung experience ko, I would only do a light tap on the pan and then slowly work the bronzer onto the skin because usually heavy agad yung color payoff on the face. So whenever I use this, parang naboboggle yung mind ko kasi ang itim-itim na ng brush ko from the bronzer that I got from the pan. Pero upon application on the face, it's so light. So it's really mind-boggling for me. I like the packaging na you can remove a certain quad and replace it so that you can customize it. However, yung issue ko sa kanya is sometimes when you hold it like that, the palm pushes out the quad from the palette. So maybe what they can do to prevent that from happening is maybe putting some backing to prevent the palm from accidentally pushing out the quad. Alright, next we have here is from Issy and Co. And this is their Creme Cheek Bronzer in the shade Toast. I like the glow that it had on my face, but it's in this category because I don't use mga cream bronzers that often these days. And with that said, I'm proceeding to the next product from Vice Cosmetics, which are mga MultiGANDA sticks nila na mga contour / bronzer products din nila. And I have 2 from them. We have here the shade Push and Achieve. As you can see guys, gamit na gamit ko yung MultiGANDA stick in the shade Push. Highly recommend yung MultiGANDA sticks nila. Unfortunately, by the way, I think the contour sticks are not available anymore. If you're gonna ask me though, alin sa Issy and Co na Creme Blush or MultiGANDA stick ng Vice Cosmetics yung mas ma-recommend ko, I would go for the stick over the pan version. It's just much more hygienic, mas travel-friendly siya. I love mga stick products. And with that said, let's proceed to the next stick product, and that is Sunnies Face na Skin So Good. So this is their complexion product. Hindi nila necessarily sinabi na foundation stick siya or concealer stick, but they kind of marketed in a way na complexion or multi-stick lang siya just so you don't box it just as a foundation stick. So think of it as like a Fenty Beauty na match stick. Actually, gusto ko naman yung performance ng product na to. Yung formula ng Skin So Good is something that I can trust. The reason why dinipot ko siya because sobrang konti talaga ng laman ng foundation na to. So you'd think guys na you'd be getting a lot of product from your purchase. Na this is 600 plus, ata 500 plus, I forgot. You'd think that you'd get a jumbo stick. The first half of my pinky, ganun lang yung amount of product na makukuha nyo. For this long and thick of a packaging, it looks like you're gonna get a jumbo type, but it's actually super duper small. So for me, napaka-bulky niya and a little bit deceiving because yun nga, akala mo ang dami mong product na makukuha pero sobrang konti lang talaga. Yan yung main issue ko sa product na to kasi ang mahal-mahal niya for the amount of product that you'll be getting. Buti na lang na gusto ko yung formula niya, but I know that a lot of you guys will walk away when you see the amount of product that you'll be getting for the price. Last product that we have for this category is from Vice Cosmetics. So this is their Endlezz G Dream Focus Foundations. I believe yung coverage level niya is medium to semi-full or maybe you can even build it up to full coverage. Napaka-thick ng coverage na makukuha mo, but the feel on the skin is still pretty lightweight. So, marirecommend ko yung foundation na to sa mga tao na may mga hyperpigmentation, dark acne marks, and mga redness on the face that you want to cover. Kapit na kapit talaga siya on the face, making sure that you will still have your foundation on throughout your day or throughout your event. On to the third and last category. So this is the best category. These are the products na gustong gusto ko talaga. So the first product that I have here is from Miss GRWM. So this is still their quad palette, pero yung blush product naman nila. I am super in love with this color story, with the pigments, yung effect niya on the face. It's just so good. The shade that I like the most is yung shade na Pablo's Latte, and I like to combine it with either 143 or Sun and Moon, depende kung alin yung bet ko. And then yung shade naman na No Shame, maganda ito for bridal makeup. It will draw out that blooming glow that you want your bride to have. But personally, guys, I don't use the shade on me because it's not me. The shade for me talaga is Pablo's Latte. I love it. Super duper love. The next best product that I have here is from Issy and Co. So this is their True Flex Powder Foundation, and I am in the shade Hazel. Mas prefer ko yung mga compact powders over loose powders because they are just much more efficient to use. So another one from Issy & Co. are their Creme blushes. So they updated their Creme blush line. Previously, it was in a clear packaging. To be honest, mas prefer ko yung clear packaging because you can immediately see the shade inside that you need to pick up. But anyway, when it comes to the formula, super duper love it. It's easy to blend. And the shades that they're offering, guys, sobrang ganda lahat. As in, sobrang ganda. But yung go-to ko currently are these three shades. So we have here Safe Word, Milkshake, and Strip. See, Safe Word is the shade that's It's Me. Yung shade na to, bagay na bagay talaga sa mga light morenas like me. Yung shade naman na Milkshake, hindi ko siya bet personally, but for the brides, girl, it's so good. It instantly brightens up the face. And then the last shade that I have here is para ito sa mga tan to deep morenas, or for people who likes to experience that Anthea Bueno warm tan glow. So if you want to achieve that hot, bronzy Anthea look, parang yung signature Anthea Bueno look, then this is the blush for you. Alright, next we have here is from Beige Cosmetics, and we have a skin tint from them. So this is their Blurrfection skin tint. And by the way, I'm in the shade Binibini. And actually, medyo paubos na siya because I use this a lot. Usually, hindi ako fan ng mga skin tints, but the Blurrfection one from Beige Cosmetics just hit the right spot for me. I like that the formula of it is buildable. And by buildable, meaning when you apply your second layer, hindi gagalaw yung first layer underneath. So, it's really nice because you can build it up and you will be able to even out the tone of your skin really well. Pero since it's a skin tint, sheer yung coverage niya. So expect that your acne marks will still peek through, especially sa mga acne marks na super dark talaga and deep. Actually, what I do is I use yung Blurrfection skin tint to even out the tone of the face. And then I grab for the Dream Focus foundation to spot conceal any areas of my face na may mga acne marks. Next is another one from GRWM, is we have their color correctors. And girl, I am so happy na nag-release si May Layog na mga color correctors that actually work. So for the Radiance tints, nagdagdag siya ng mga color correctors. And we have 2 peaches and 1 green color corrector. So for their peaches, meron tayo ng light peach and medium peach. By the way, guys, I recommend, para makatipid kayo, is bilhin nyo na lang yung shade na medium peach over the light peach because You can actually mix this with your foundation to make it a little bit lighter. But of course, if you can't be bothered, then go ahead and get also yung light peach na color corrector. So aside from the peach color correctors, meron din tayo ng green beige nila na color corrector. At first, meron sila ng lighter one, parang mint green yung itsura ng green color corrector nila. But they reformulated and I feel like they made the best move. And speaking of color correctors, meron din akong isa pang color corrector na gustong i-share with you guys kasi ang ganda din ng performance ng color corrector na to. And that is from Issy & Co. Ito yung active concealer nila in the shade PT4. Ma-recommend ko yung color corrector na to specifically for people who have dry under eyes because mas hydrating yung feel niya on the face. And then yung finish niya also is more on the natural finish. Alright, so the next two products are actually from the previous two brands that I just mentioned earlier. And we have here Illuminators from Issy & Co. and GRWM. As you can see, yung Issy & Co. and even actually yung GRWM, gamit na talaga sila. For me kasi guys, yung mga Illuminators, parang Ajinomoto sila sa foundation routine niyo. It just adds that umami for your face. Napaka-subtle lang niya, but it just adds that kick of flavor that you never thought you needed. We're on to the last and final best product of this list from Vice Cosmetics, and we have here their Endlezz G Aqua Grip Primer. You must have this in your kit. This is my secret sauce to my makeup. When I apply this primer, parang nagmamagnetize talaga yung foundation onto the skin and it just locks it in. And also, because of its hydrating formula, it's so good for the under eyes. The trick to get the best performance of the Aqua Grip Primer is when you apply it on your face, wag niyo siyang lagyan agad-agad ng foundation or concealer. Wait for it to be a little bit tacky. Feel the primer with your fingers and if feeling nyo parang nagsistick-stick na yung kamay nyo sa primer, then that's the time you apply the foundation. If you've made it this far, thank you so much. And comment down below which of the products that I've mentioned yung gusto nyo matry and why. If you guys still want to stay and see more of me, then you can have some beauty marathons. I have my playlist here ready for you guys to binge watch. If you have any more comments or video suggestions, then please enter them down in the comment section below. Just remember, no hate, just love.